Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. To throw, it's Carr. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Yard gain. Brings up
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Carr. Aguilar has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Carr. And this is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A first carry for Josh Adams, a Notre Dame product. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, this is Adams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Christian McCaffrey.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 36 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
But to me, it's to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
On 2nd and goal. Bridgewater, and it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. Touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off near his own 48. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a short return to the 6-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
A gain of 5.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Carr. And this one's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Chin on the coverage.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Then goal at the 9-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Christian McCaffrey.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Panthers 21. Raiders nothing.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now left side on the swing pass. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that roll. Check 50.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Raider 1. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
He was brought down by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Carr now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
For Las Vegas.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, watch that, watch that.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Jacobs.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
4-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 22, Christian.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The tackle made by Jeff Heath.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, Adams here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 45's the mic. Watch QB draw. Watch QB. Hey, 734.
Throwing again. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. White. Check. 52's the mic. Check. Express. Let him know. New mic 52, mic 52.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr completes this out left to Ruggs. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Carr again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity is something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm going back to you. Hey, alert 3. Jump.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
4 brings up fourth down and 1.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
9-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On to give, it's Adams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A carry for Adams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
On the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Situation. Let's go. 5:52. Let's get the ball. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Right down.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Raiders 14. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Tanner Muse there defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Calais. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 42's the mic. Blue there. Check 52. Go Delta.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
At the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Bridgewater again. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Slide for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Raiders 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Slam. Hey, Raider 2.
To throw again. Carr, throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Vegas, 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're mine. 45, check my 45. You remember me? You remember me?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 180. It's been a long day for you. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Express. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. Mike, turn away. 42. Hey, watch the slant. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike.
Carr now on first down, looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 42. Raiders 28. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Today's final.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move.